Hello viewers, this is Kikai Michael for Screen Review, bringing you a new podcast from myself called the Super Sentai Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I try to do my best not to beat your heart during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback, as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will contain adult language. Now, if you're over 18, that means you get to watch this audio podcast recording. So, anyway, with this and everything else out the way, let's get into the latest episode of Zenkaiger. So, basically, we see. So basically, the episode starts off like this. It starts off at Kaido's grandma's shop. You know, everybody was there celebrating Kaido's birthday. So basically, all the Zenkaigers, including two Kaiser and his brother and sister Flint, were all there celebrating Kaido's birthday. So basically, this day starts off, with Kaido's birthday because it's on the 12th of December. So basically, everybody was there, cheering Kaido a happy birthday and whatnot, etc., 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 etc. So basically, everyone was having a good time, Kaido was having a good time. So basically, things like, things were going, so basically everything was going smoothly until Sashin sentries went off and told him that there's a monster attacking the downtown area. So basically, everybody was having a good time, but so basically the Zenkaigers and two Kaiser went to go deal with the monster and have to leave Kaido's birthday party. So basically, Kaido was bummed that the monster attacked during his birthday party, and the others were bummed that that him and they had to leave this group to have a good time at Kaido's birthday party to deal with the monster. So basically, it turns out the monster who was attacking was the New Year's monster from the previous episode that got away when the others was dealing with the spirit monster. So basically, the New Year's monster. So basically, the Zenkaiger showed up, and the Zenkaiger and two Kaiser showed up, showed up on the scene, gave the monster the piece, with very pissed off at the New Year's monster ruined Kaido's birthday party, and having a good time and whatnot. So basically, the New Year's monster was like, the New Year's monster was like, since all the Rangers, so basically the New Year's monster was suspecting help from Stacy and Hightiger, but turns out that Stacy was there, but he didn't help the New Year's monster out because he owed Kaido, he decided to fall back, after Kaido helped him save him from his mother's spirit that tried to kill him, thanks to that spirit monster that took control of his dead mother's spirit and used her to try to kill Stacy. So basically, Stacy decided to stay back because he owed Kaido a favor for saving his life for that New Year's monster that used his mother's spirit to try to kill him. So basically, the New Year's monster was like, oh, fine, well, if Stacy doesn't show up, I know Hightiger will, but for some reason Hightiger did not show up. So basically, Kaido and everybody morphed up, and basically they were about to really, really about to beat, really get the New Year's monster a real superhero beat down. So basically, and Stacy was wondering, I hadn't seen Hightiger since him and Kaido helped me in the forest with my mother's spirit trying to kill me. So basically, he was wondering where is Hightiger, because he doesn't even know where Hightiger is. So since the bit of his mother's spirit trying to kill him. So anyway, So anyway, so basically the New Year's monster's power is it's like he can hypnotize people thinking that thinking that it is over thinking that it's already a new year, and basically and basically and these people forget what happened what they was previous doing. So basically it's like a hit. The New Year's monster has this weird power of making people believe that New Year's already happened and whatnot. So basically, when the monster, when the monster used his power, the Zenkaiger forgot what they were doing there for, and basically thought thought like they just celebrated New Year's, and they just headed back to Grandma's shop, like not remembering that they were there to destroy the New Year's monster in the first place. So basically, after seeing the New Year's monster took care of the Zenkaiger while even fighting them. Stacy went back to the Chosen Empire, the Dynasty Palace to find out what happened to High Kaiser, aka Carter's dad. So basically, he was not the only one. He was not the only one looking for High Kaiser. His father, Colonel Bashin, was also looking for Tibet Arjun as well. So basically, Stacy and Colonel Bashin had a conversation with King Borka and his robot bird Ging. So basically, King Borka and Ging said that, you worrying about High Kaiser? Well, him and Professor Eisen are doing a special assignment. So basically, if you're looking for them, you won't see them, you might not see them for a while because they're on some top secret special assignment that they've been assigned by King Borka and Dean being King Borka's robot bird. So basically, Colonel Bastion and so basically, Stacy was worried about High Kaiser, about what High Kaiser what Special Icon is doing with High Kaiser, and Colonel Bastion was worrying what the hell plans he got that Professor Eisen got cooking with High Kaiser. So basically, King Borka was was kind of big about the details. They're working, Professor Eisen and High Kaiser, aka Kaiser's dad, are working on a secret project. So anyway, meanwhile, back at Tyler's grandma's shop, candy shop, the others came back like nothing happened, thinking that that New Year's already happened, but Tyler's grandma and Zoc's sister, aka Two Tigers, aka Two Tigers' sister Flint, told him that no, New Year's didn't happen. So basically, the others were kind of shocked that they was kind of shocked that they thought it was New Year's, but it was just but they didn't realize that they was under a powerful spell by the New Year's monster. So every new hour, they go through the same process, thinking that that every new hour means that New Year's already started for them. So basically, it's like a loop. So basically, the monster's power is they're like stuck in a mind loop, thinking that every hour that starts, thinking that that New Year's is over, that they already celebrate New Year's. So basically, Fred went to, so basically Shaheen once again detected the monster attacking people downtown, and the Zenkaiger went to go deal with it after Fred and Kylie Graham set it straight. So basically, before they even, before they even try to attack, before they even more, they got into a new hour started, and therefore once again they thought they celebrate New Year's again, and completely forgot to stop the New Year's monster. So basically, Flint, once again, Flint who followed them along with Ricky and Cutson, has slapped them out of it, telling him that New Year's had not passed, New Year's is not here yet. You guys have been, somehow being, your minds are being manipulated somehow by that New Year's monster's power. So basically, while the Zenkaigers, while the Rangers try to deal with, how to counteract the New Year's monster's power, we see back at the bad guys' hideout, we see Stacy in Sylvester Eisen's lab, and it was completely empty. No sign of Sylvester Eisen or his equipment, and no sign of Highcarger. So basically, Stacy was worried that, that Professor Eisen might whatever he's working on with Highcarger might be bad, might be bad to Highcarger. Also could be bad for Kaido and the other Zenkaigers as well. So basically, that's where King Barker's Robot Bird came in. We're talking to Stacy, well, Stacy, Stacy, how you been thinking about your future position in our empire? So basically, he was talking about Stacy, he was talking about Stacy, getting a higher position, in the Trojan Empire, more higher than his dad. So basically, unknown to Gene and Stacy, Quarterback King was listening on their conversation, or listening to their conversation, and he was kind of worried that so Turtle doesn't trust King, the robot pet bird, King Borka. So basically, he thinks that King is up to something, is trying to scheme against his master's back. So basically, Quarterback is worried that King might be trying to scheme around his master's back, about his master back being King Borka. So anyway, once again, so basically the Zenkaigers have figured a way to counteract the New Year's monster's power. So basically, the next time they met up with the New Year's monster, and for a new hour began, they had these items of Christmas stuff, to remind them that in case they get in case they thought it was New Year's again, to remind them it's not New Year's. So basically, the idea is, it'll work. So basically, they dress themselves up in Christmas decorations, have, to remind them that, to remind them that New Year's hasn't happened yet and whatnot. And so basically, the idea works, and basically working together as a team, they started to fight the New Year's monster, and etc. But this time, Stacy this time showed up and helped out the New Year's monster and a bunch of foot soldiers, and a bunch of foot to help out the New Year's monster along with Stacy. So basically, kind of used the power of the Rio cannon to summon Chicken Red, summon copies of summon a copy of a Kaku White, Chicken Red. Red, Hurricane Red, and basically in the final White Ninja. So basically summoning three rangers from different ninja keys, and summoning one ranger from a copy of one ranger from Kikai Ranger. So basically, working together as a team, and with their super modes and whatnot, they was able to take down the foot cells and basically took down the nearest monster. As usual, once the nearest monster got destroyed, a giant foot soldier showed up and showed the power of the nearest monster chosen gear, and the giant foot. And the giant foot soldier monster became a giant nearest monster. So basically, the boom magic Megazord, the Gal magic Megazord, and the Crocodile Megazord, basically, and Wiki mode was fighting the nearest monster. So basically, the nearest monster has some help summoning some of these two weird creatures to help him against the three Megazord. And also, we see Stacy once again in a new Stacy Robo and a new Stacy Battle Robo Megazord. This is the third Megazord that Stacy had. And so basically, Stacy got another Megazord. This is his third one, and basically started to battle the Zenkaiger. So basically, working together as a team, they've managed to destroy the nearest monster and basically and its helpers. So basically, destroy the helpers that the nearest monster had summoned to help them fight the three niggas or by. So basically, they were able to use the Zen Wheel Cannon, So basically, they were able to use the Zen Wheel Cannon. All three Megazords were able to use the power of the Zen Wheel Cannon to destroy the nearest monster and its helper. So basically, the last one. So basically, Stacy and his Megazord was the last one standing. So basically, they was glad that the nearest monster was gone, and its effect on their memories was gone as well. So basically, all was left to do is take care of Stacy and his Megazord. Out of nowhere, the sky got black, and all of a sudden, this weird robot, this strange new Megazord came out of nowhere that looks like a dragon version of Hightiger showed up out of nowhere, and all the Zenkaigers, two characters, even Stacy himself was shocked at this new Megazord, this new dragon Megazord that looks like Hightiger just appeared right in front of them, and this is how the episode ended with Kaido, the Zenkaiger, two characters, and Stacy looking at this strange dragon Megazord that looks like Hightiger appeared right in front of them, and this is how the episode ended with everybody staring at this dragon Megazord that looks like Hightiger, staring at it. So basically, we got an idea what Professor Eisen was working on. So basically, Hightiger so basically, Hightiger has his own personal Megazord now. So basically, that's how the episode ended with all the Rangers, including Stacy, looking at this new Megazord that that looks like Hightiger, and basically that's how the episode ended. So So anyway, we guys. So basically, this episode is on a good twist. So basically, we finally. So basically, this is this. So basically, we finally see. We finally got a negatory for Zenkaiger. So basically, I can't wait to see the next episode and see this negatory in action. So anyway, what do you guys think about this episode? Was it good or was it bad? It was just okay. Please let me know what the comments below this podcast. So anyway, like always, this is Michael from Screen Reviews. Signing off. 1.